Daniel was 22, when depression wrapped around him like a heavy fog. It hadn't happened overnight. It began the year his father passed away. One moment, Daniel had a man he looked up to, his biggest supporter, his anchor. The next, he was gone. At first, Daniel tried to keep going. He forced himself back into classes. He laughed at his friends' jokes. He told his mom he was fine. But at night, when the world was quiet, he felt the truth. The silence left behind by his father's absence was unbearable. And little by little, it grew into something darker. Every morning, he woke up with a weight pressing on his chest. A voice in his mind whispered, "Nothing matters." He skipped assignments. He ignored messages. Even brushing his teeth felt like climbing a mountain. And in the silence of his room, he thought, if this is life, maybe I don't want it. One gray afternoon, Daniel wandered outside. He didn't know where he was going. He just walked, until his feet carried him into a quiet park. Exhausted, he sat down on a bench. And for the first time in weeks, he noticed the world moving around him. Children laughed on the swings. A dog tugged its leash with excitement. Golden leaves floated down from the trees. Life was still happening. But Daniel felt locked outside of it. Then, an old man sat beside him. He didn't ask questions. He didn't pry. He simply looked at Daniel and said softly, "You look like you're carrying something heavy." "I've carried things too." Daniel didn't answer. He couldn't. But those words didn't feel like pity. They felt like understanding. The old man gazed at the trees, then spoke again. "You don't have to fix it all today. Just carry enough strength to make it to tomorrow. Sometimes surviving the day is the bravest thing you'll ever do." And then he stood. He patted Daniel gently on the shoulder and walked away. Daniel never saw him again. But those words stayed. That night, Daniel still felt the fog pressing in. The pain didn't vanish, but a new thought echoed in his mind. If I can just get through today, maybe I can get through tomorrow too. And so he tried. The next morning, he got out of bed. It wasn't easy, but he opened the window. He let the sunlight touch his face. The day after that, he took a short walk. The day after that, he answered one message. The day after that, he finished one assignment. The fog didn't lift all at once, but step by step, it began to thin. Weeks later, Daniel returned to that same park bench. This time he sat taller. He breathed deeper, and for the first time in a long time, he felt alive. Years would pass, but every time he walked past that bench, he remembered. Not the man's face, not his name, but his lesson. Sometimes overcoming depression isn't about winning a war in one day. It's about surviving the moments that feel unbearable. It's about staying long enough for the light to find you again. And Daniel did. He stayed. He survived. And he discovered that sometimes surviving the day is the greatest victory of all.